just don't go and commit any of the 10 Commandment sins or whatever. Just be decent. I don't know.
You sound like
music.
You sound like the girl who's talking about your 3 metal bands.
Hey,
You're
man, I like the neutral
man.
stuff. Whitney Houston, Phil Collins. What was my other favorite one? Whatever.
Like Whitney Houston or George Michael or Phil Collins.
George Michael's. And Venom and Ozzy.
Venom.
Yes.
Ozzy, that's what you really like. Yeah, the weird guy in there. Well, this, I take away from this that a lot of really cool underground bands were discovered by a lot of Christian kids and kind of shaped the whole generation, definitely of kids in the South who were had to go see this thing, which it has its moments, good and bad, and is definitely completely watchable if you really want to just get into it. I skipped a lot of the more preachy parts, but that's it for now. We're gonna go, and it's time to let's go check the mailbag.
The Unbelievers mailbag.
Hey man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
Sup, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! 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 Woo!
Yes, UnbelieversPodcast@gmail.com. Send us some mail, but we got a message that Rob's going to read us tonight. And who is this message from, Rob?
So this message is from Laura on Facebook. Laura H. sent us this message. I guess a couple days after our first Hell's Bells episode came out. So I'll read you what she sent us here. She says, "Hey gang, sorry, this is a long one, so buckle in. Just wanted to touch on your Hell's Bells episode. I've never been offended by your show before, and I'm not saying I'm offended now, but I wanted to clarify for the Christian community some things discussed on the show. Remember, this is all coming from a Christian perspective. First, Drea, I'm sorry you had such an awful Christian experience in the past. I attend a conservative Christian church, and we would never force people to be in a room without clocks. That's bizarre and doesn't enforce the true Christian belief that we have free will. Our church offers Bible studies, and we don't force people to be there. Please understand that sounds like fundamentalists who are interpreting the Bible in a very incorrect way. Second, I grew up to my dad listening to classic rock. I understand what the host was saying about looking at secular things with a biblical lens. However, I try to find awful things in people and places it doesn't exist isn't necessary or helpful. Again, free will. If you're a Christian and you like rock music, Fleetwood Mac, really, definitely my first thought when it comes to satanic music, then go ahead and listen. Again, learning to discern things in the secular world is a great skill for Christians. Third, as a Christian, there is certainly music I find offensive to my belief that Jesus is true God. You know what I do then? I don't listen to it. This whole documentary is inflammatory and just fuels the fire for kids to do with that which is part of sinful human nature and go against what this goober is saying is so wrong. It is up to parents to help their kids understand their beliefs and to find a way to honor that. Fourth, I've never done drugs and I still don't see them as a form of sorcery. Like, what in the world? Drugs are altering your mind, period. I have my opinion on that from a health perspective, but certainly don't think you're going to turn into a Voldemort from smoking pot. Anyway, I'm sorry this is so long. You can read this or not on the show. I'm sure there will be others that disagree with me, but your show has always felt like a safe place for all different belief systems. I love your show. Edutainment is my favorite type of a podcast. Thanks for reading my view of things. Can't wait for the next episode. Sincerely, Laura H.
Oh, thank you so much, Laura.
That's great.
Drea, I'll let you address it first because you kind of got a little bit, no, I wouldn't say called out at all. It was a wonderful letter,
just addressed.
You can address the points made, sure.
No, yeah, I completely appreciate that. And and I completely agree with everything she's saying. I remember growing up being, told one thing and then feeling bad for even questioning the existence of God and what have you. But there's, I am in no way, obviously, against religion in general. No. I was confirmed in the Catholic Church, so part of my name is Michael because I took the name Saint Michael the Archangel. He's my favorite saint. I still practice here and there, So in no way am I against it, and I'm really glad that she brought this up because it's a good point that just because you can have your faith doesn't mean that you can't appreciate the secular world and everything for what it is. And obviously, I partake in all of it, but it's up to the individual to decide what they're comfortable with and what sits well with them and what doesn't sit well with them. And if you don't like it, if it makes you feel like, ooh, this is too dark, then yeah, she's right. You just just don't listen to it.
Yeah, it is a fine line and not the slippery slope portrayed in this. And I agree a lot with Laura. And I want to say that, yeah, this show, these two episodes were in no way an attempt to go after religion itself at all. Like, I think we're all.
It's just like she said, this goober.
I think it was kind of understood going in that we're not going. There was no particular agenda with the show. There never has been, never will be. We're not going after religion. We're just having fun with this documentary and this guy, because it's called the Satanic Panic for a reason. And this is the height of the panic was documentaries like this. And so I think it is worth looking at, and it's fun stuff. So yeah, it is that fine line. It's not that slippery slope, and I think we can walk that line fine, because I don't think there's true evil in any of our hearts enough to go all in, just like, you know what, this is the anti-religion episode. It's not that. You can get that wherever you want to look for it.
We just love sorcery.
Yeah, it's not here. Yeah, it's just me and two sorcerers trying to figure this whole thing out. We're working on it. Sorcerers. Is
that our new show description? Russ and two sorcerers explore the weird.
Yeah, Russ and the sorcerers. There we go. All right, believer sorcerer.
Yeah, and, I think it's pretty clear that we don't come from a disrespectful place. We try to be respectful when we talk about stuff, and we're never trying to go at any particular religious group or anything like that. This is just this particular documentary, and the way that it's presented and the way that this guy lays it all out. There is something special about it, and to not do this podcast right now
so special.
would be the wrong thing to do.
The only thing I'm going to go after is maybe each other. Rob, that's just what the hell I just said. So thanks a lot for just repeating what I said. And that's what I'll go after. And that's it for the Unbelievers mailbag.
The Unbelievers mailbag.
Hey, man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
Sup, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Love the mail. Send us more. Send some fun stuff. Send those stories. So, God, it's still wooing. I've been hearing the double echo in my ear.
Yeah,
let's get out of it. Another long one, and we'll be back. We'll be back soon, because this episode's coming out so late. Apologies again for being so late. So, boy, since we've been so late, we get to hear a lot of what we love the most: poll results. This week's poll: who is the most satanic rocker? And the choices were Bobby Brown, Ozzy Osbourne, Mick Fleetwood, John Bon Jovi, and other. But before I even ask, we need a poll for this week. Oh my God, let's not forget. What about Hell's Bells 2? What's the poll? Drea, what do you think it's going to be?
I think it should be a simple, clear cut. Is Satan / the devil trying to actually get through us through backmasking? Is that real?
Yeah, is spiritual backmasking real? And there'll be some choices there. So go to UnbelieversPodcast.com to check that out. But back to this week's poll. Who is the most satanic rocker? And the choices were Bobby Brown, Ozzy Osbourne, Mick Fleetwood, John Bon Jovi, and of course other. Drea Mora, what do you think the Unbelievers said?
Well, I mean, I personally feel like the banjo is an embodiment of evil and Satan. So I hope that they chose banjo. But no, I really think that they're going to go with Ozzy Osbourne.
All right, Dre says Ozzy. What about you, Rob?
I think that they're going to say Mick Fleetwood, because everybody else has been blaming Mick Fleetwood for everything. Poor guy. So they're going to say Mick Fleetwood.
I mean, what is wrong with him?
Well, you're both wrong with 6.25% of the vote. John Bon Jovi is
I should have stuck with it.
The most satanic. Ozzy got 0%. Mick Fleetwood got one vote. He got one vote in there. Mick Fleetwood got one.
I think that was me. That was my vote, I'm pretty sure.
So both lost.
Oh, that's right. I voted for Bon Jovi, but I was guessing what they said.
You said Ozzy. And of course, there are others. Who's the most satanic rocker? Satan rocks himself. Haven't you seen Pick of Destiny? Oh, but you didn't sign off. No. Yeah, we have. We've seen Pick of Destiny, of course. Who is the most satanic rocker? I'm pretty sure it's a toss-up between Elvis and Kenny G. Signed, Jack Sasquatch.
Oh.
Kenny G's music is god-awful, and it makes me want to bash my head through a window, which feels like I'm possessed by Satan.
Okay, Elvis and Kenny G. Thank you, Jack.
Here is Sasquatch peeking out from behind a bush.
Yes, thank you,
Jack
forgot about that
Sasquatch. I get it now.
Thanks.
Elvis and Kenny G. That's a. Who is the most satanic rocker? Pat Boone. Have you heard his Enter Sandman? Signed, Robert California. Oh, welcome, Robert California.
Nice.
And yes,
I
I've
love it.
heard Pat Boone in the Mood for Metal and his Enter Sandman. That is bad. Who is the most satanic rocker? The dude from Kiss. Oh, but you didn't sign off. Oh man.
Just
Man,
the
I
dude
just gotta
from
say real quick.
Which dude?
After this episode came out, a friend of mine, someone bowed out, and I got tickets to a Kiss. I was gonna go see Kiss and David Lee Roth this Saturday. The coronavirus canceled Kiss. I'm not going to see Kiss till October. I was supposed to see them Saturday.
The work
I was supposed
of
to see
Satan.
him as this episode dropped, and you didn't sign off. The dude from Kiss, you don't even know who they are. Who is the most satanic rocker? Charlie Daniels is the most satanic rocker. Signed, Wolfman 2 Electric Rougarou. Charlie Daniels, of course. Double in General Georgia, Electric, what?
You can go Google Rougarou.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you, Wolfman 2 Electric Rougarou. Who is the most satanic rocker? Personally, I celebrate Michael Bolton's entire catalog. Signed, The Machinist. Yes, oh, Machinist, you are praising the devil. Who is the most satanic rocker? And it just says Prince, and you didn't sign off. All right, who's the most satanic rocker? My man Frank, definitely some sort of alien. Zappa's drummer was entertainment one year at Bohemian Grove, and you didn't sign off. Oh, but Frank Zappa's drummer? He was at Bohemian Grove? Email us! Who is the
That's
most
why they
satanic
didn't
rocker?
sign off, Russ.
I don't know. Who's the most satanic rocker? Drea needs Jesus Christ back in her life. I will be praying for you. Signed, the Lord's 10-star General Unbeliever JC.
Oh shit.
JC,
you know, that's an
signing off.
honor. That's an honor to be prayed for by JC.
And if you heard that last part, JC.
Hello? Is this Bill?
Yes. If you heard that last part, JC, you're pumping your fist. You're not doing the El Corona. Who is the most satanic Who is the most satanic rocker? Brian Frangie and the Phoebe Tones. I love it. Oh, I want to hear Brian Frangie and the Phoebe Tones. Signed, Pants Filler, of course. Great one for Pants Filler, because he's
be throwing up and filling my pants.
Thank you, Pants Filler.
I loved that one.
Who is the most satanic rocker? Glenn Benton. And there's no sign-off. There's so many no sign-offs now. Guys, sign off. I don't know who the hell Glenn Benton is. You guys gotta let me know. Who is the most satanic rocker? Who's the most satanic rocker? A jellyfish you can see from space. Signed, Unbeliever Carol. All right.
Jellyfish.
Oh, jellyfish.
No, not even the one
Cannot
she...
see the jellyfish from satellites. So,
Okay, you did them both. Great job. You're somehow in the lead, Unbeliever Carol. Who is the most satanic rocker? Ozzy's been known to fill a room with the smell of sulfur. Signed, Jay Kelly. You're right. Oh, God, Rob, please don't play it. The symbol, it's not cool. Good one, Jay Kelly. Who's the most satanic rocker? I dance to the tune of Lucifer, curation of Saturn, a Jupiter. Signed, Cosmic Baboon. Oh, close. Oh,
What?
Cosmic Baboon.
I don't know. He's talking about Lucifer, curation of Saturn, a Jupiter. All I can think is...
You can be destructively violent, but part of that's for effect, says Uranus.
yes.
All right. Thank you, Cosmic Baboon. Remember I asked for a Cosmic Buffoon last week? I was like, it needs to be a sign-off.
right.
Yeah.
Cosmic Baboon is cool.
Well, we got Cosmic Baboon. That's actually very, very, very much cooler. Who is the most satanic rocker? Well, we know who isn't. The paranormal song warrior. Chupa 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 chupa.
Oh, no.
Signed at Nunchuck Bob. Oh, I got a special one for you, Nunchuck Bob. Because
Chupa 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 cabra.
Great one,
That's
Nunchuck
great.
Bob. Yeah, I love you, paranormal song warrior. Be my friend. Who is the most satanic rocker? Dude, why is my hand nailed to my head? Signed, Cosmic Buffoon with a K. Yes.
Oh my God.
That's great. Cosmic Buffoon with a K. Cosmic Buffoon. Or we got Cosmic Baboon, Cosmic Buffoon, killing it. You're in the lead, Cosmic Buffoon. Who Who is the most satanic rocker? Sure, you can boil an egg on a metal show, but can you cook pizza rolls? Signed Arts Parts. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. Give them an art. What you got something for that?
You don't suppose if one were to gather enough rods, one could get a small meal?
Thank you, Arts Parts. Those are the parts you're looking for. Who is the most satanic